gotta tell you, it's so fun to watch Yummy be a little surprised this format. Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So Vanquish and Yummy are gonna be your interesting takeaways from this event, but we actually got the top breakdown out of Germany Nationals this past weekend, and honestly, this is pretty cool just to kind of see where things are going. Obviously, a lot of cool tune representation in your top 8, but I mean, you only had 5 in top 32, which is a little bit shocking. To be fair, there's 13 unknown lists. We also had 1 Vanquish Soul creeping into top 16, which is very, very cool. But in terms of your top 8, I mean, you have a pretty diverse spread of the meta here. Cool Tune Sky Striker, Branded, Yummy, Doomsy. Even got Draco Tail in here, and you have some Radiant Typhoon action. You have such a decent spread within the meta. Like, if you were judging, some of these tournaments just solely on how things are going, you'd be very surprised at some of these results and just able to go, oh, well, that's kind of cool. So let's talk about some of these results here. So we have Devon's Yummy Special to kind of start things off here. Now, in terms of craziness, that's actually Dot Scraper showing up within this list. I guess they're choosing to use Dot Scraper as kind of a extra free body. It also does act as a level 1 monster for you to be able to kind of deploy. And also, if it's sent to the graveyard, we can start summon this card. So Dot Scraper into Link Karibo, he'll make an attempt to come back onto the field, which will give you the extra pseudo little body to kind of be able to keep things going, which is actually worthwhile. I like this. We do have Assist Yummy in the side deck. As much as, like, we kind of look at Assist Yummy, we might be like, well, there was a time. And I mean, sure, yeah, there was. But this card, it's kind of sad, actually. I did like this. But Yummy is still kicking. It's just a little bit slower, and they have to play things like Obedience School now, pushed into the main deck to basically, get the same results that they once had. Cool Tunes. This is Joshua's list from this event. Now, it's finally beginning. I see people are taking note of what the OCG's been doing, and now they're taking Fallen and Virtuous and starting to incorporate into this deck. It's because, it takes a 2-card extra deck slot to do this. You play the 1 Albion, you play the 1 Incredible Ecclesia, the Dark Dragon thing, and you're basically off to the races. It patches up a lot of the holes that this deck was kind of experiencing, gives you a disruption option. Also, spot removal is a problem card off the opponent's field, which the worth of taking care of problem cards that the opponent has established, I do think is very critically important. If you're choosing to disregard certain power cards that the opponent, is putting up, then that's why, players are not wanting to play this. But now that they're starting to observe the way the meta is, and, smashing through with 2 pops in passive turns does generate some big advantage. Next up, we have Rico's Malice pile. Now, this is kind of what you were expecting. We are packing in all of the Dominus Powerhouse cards here that you would kind of be expecting within this deck. Obviously, having lost some of the starters within the deck, unfortunately, that's just how things work, Konami be hitting you on that consistency layer so that, they have to bring the deck down a couple of notches so that things are a little bit more fair, and that's exactly what they did. But now you're just going to go to more extremes, We're going to play way more defensively. We're going to have the Allure of Darknesses, the turbo way further into the deck to provide us with that extra layer of draw power. Once we start to find these cards and, we start to get way more options that we need to for this, it works out, which is not bad. Outside of that, Different Dimension Ground is still an amazing card. Next up is Sergius's Vanquish Soul deck. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is I'm shocked. Naroi got absolutely obliterated out of the format. And we still have people that are going, yeah, I'm going to go play Vanquish Soul. Those are the real champions of the world, man. But okay, so you lost 1 Naroi, which kind of invalidated some of the K9 stuff, but the deck still wants to choose to play the K9 package because its job is to, get you set up and go. I also see we're relying on super polys here to board break, which is fine. You have the big 3 here. These are obviously the monsters that you'll choose to assist you in taking care of things. I see we're doing, once again, there's that Different Dimension Ground. All of these lists choosing to play DD ground actually is not surprising. I mean, this card's kind of cracked, man. You get this established. No thrust in here, though. I guess they're just choosing to get access to that off the natural draw. Next up is Felix's cool tune list. Oh, hey. Look, it's Fallen and Virtuous. So it looks like both lists have taken up the OCG on their tech trends. And now we're starting to see the developments pushing back into that. That's really, really cool. I just love the 2-card dedication here that you've got with that. Mana DM reframing still pushed into the side deck is fine. We also have DD Crows in the side deck. I'm not like a super big fan of Crow, but I guess like in the off chance you're able to provide a spot removal option with this and take care of a problem card before your opponent can like curry back a resource or something, that should be decent. Also, only one Duelist Genesis in this list. It's actually kind of a little bit more refreshing. I know a lot of people kind of were clutching on to this card, but like, it's play the Fallen and Virtuous. It's better for this deck, honestly. Next up, we have Neil's list, and hey, look, triple Fallen and Virtuous. Though this list wanted to go with 41 cards, which I think is fine. We do see that they are choosing to play an Ogre. I do kind of like Ogre in this deck. Ogre just gives you a free little smash through something that the opponent has that they're trying to use. It's going to punish you. You know, we don't have Ritual of Light and Darkness yet, but I do think when we do get that, though, that'll be kind of interesting to kind of talk about. They also have the Super Polys push into the side deck, and they're also playing the Brigand in here, the big guy, the Dragon that Devours Dogma. I guess in terms of, you know, if your opponent leaves an Albaz on the field, you can just Super Poly their Wallbaz, and then congratulations, you know, you get to make your own big, powerful boss monster that they're not going to be able to do anything with. So, that's interesting. Tech choices like that are, you know, the reason why you can close out certain games a lot easier. Next up is Christian's Malice pile. How many Malice runs do we get to watch this weekend? That's crazy. This list only chose to play 2 Dominus Sparks, which is a little bit sad. I do like having the multiple within this deck. I guess they just 2 trap cards. No mention of the third, which is fine. Monster lineup, I think, is fine. It's about as good as it's going to get, man, with this deck. We're also playing the triple DD Ground in here. I also think that DD Ground is an absolutely bonkers card in this deck. You get this card to resolve, your opponent's just going to look at you and they're just going to cry because you just steal so much away from them. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. So I do like the generation of resources that you're just able to steal away. Also, we're side decking Signet Mining. I guess, you know, Signet Mining being able to get you one of these 2 should work out decently well. I mean, you kind of got to do something to pivot the loss of that. Then we have Michael's Sky Striker list. Now, you have the 2 rows with the 2 desires. I think that this is fine. We do get to see the combination of why these cards work together. We're also playing 2 Crown. I think that this works out just fine. Crown being able to provide you with some footing is just fine, man. Obviously, you know, you need some defensive power. Also, only 2 desires. I guess you can make an argument and be like, well, wouldn't you want multiples? But, like, it should be fine. You're not dedicating any slots to Super Poly, so your extra deck is fine in terms of what it is. We have the Illusion Gate to kind of board break in this scenario we do. And then, of course, we have Thrust to be able to set up and board break as well. So this looks pretty decent, honestly. I like everything that's kind of present here for sure. And then our last list is going to be Philip's Cool Tunes. We do get to see the double of the Spell Negate, the 1 Gamma, which is fine. We have the double Fallen and Virtuous, which is okay. I mean, every list is now going to this. We have 2 Duelist Genesis just to be able to, you know, do the big play lines that we need to. But solidly, this looks fine. This absolutely looks the way that you would expect things to right now within the scope of the developing meta. And obviously Germany, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they absolutely had to play into for the format. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.